Hello and welcome to day 5 of the Makeshift Winter Marblympics. Ah, gotcha! You haven't missed one, don't worry, it's only day 4. Woo, you should have seen your face. This event is curling, the ancient art of rolling hard things along cold things. Our 60 nations will compete in teams of 4 in a head-to-head knockout competition. The aim of the game is to get your marbles closest to the middle of the target. Points are awarded based on how close those marbles are. So if your marble lands in that central yellow spot, you get 10 points, 8 points for the clear zone round it, 5 points for the blue zone, 3 for the clear zone round that, and 1 point for the red zone. So USA start off with 5 points on the blue, and Uzbekistan respond with 8 points on the clear. If any marble straddles 2 different zones, then the points awarded will be whichever is the higher of the 2, even if the majority of the marble is in the lower score. Because we are very kind, generous, lovely people. There's no such generous, kind, loveliness between these two teams though. Renewing their fierce rivalry from the last summer's games, USA and Uzbekistan get stuck straight into a very physical game. Not only trying to get their own marbles into the centre, but also knocking each other's out of the way. That tactic hasn't really worked for Uzbekistan though. They've built a nice little defence around the front of the target, but they weren't quite able to clear USA from the middle. And this really I think was the turning point on Marble 2, as Uzbekistan couldn't quite nudge USA far enough, and instead ended up falling further from the centre themselves. So USA win by 24 points to 19 and progress to the quarterfinals. It's a very wayward start from Vietnam. Looks a little bit straighter from Canada, but I think they've overshot it, and they end up in the dead zone as well. Really struggling to get any kind of purchase on this ice here. It is snowing slightly at the moment, so perhaps that's adding to the slipperiness, but these two teams really do need to get a grip. Quite literally. Things are looking a bit better now, still pretty slippy slidey, but at least each team now have 3 points on the board. Vietnam with another decent shot, again struggles to take hold, but it does eventually stop for another 3 points. That Canadian marble didn't look like it was ever going to stop, almost got back to where it started, and I don't think that'll be scoring them any points. Neither will that from Vietnam, just a little bit too strong and lost its way in the end. This target really is wide open. But Canada still cannot take advantage, and Vietnam will be going through with a very low score, winning 6 points to 3. They'll certainly need to improve though if they want to get any further than that. Japan get this next game underway against Brazil. They score a decent 5 points, oh no, oh yeah, oh they do. But they've left it wide open for Brazil. Can they take advantage? It looks like they can, and they score some points themselves. But Japan aren't happy with that, they come in strong and knock them for 1. They do sacrifice themselves though, and again leave things wide open for Brazil, who come in with a better offer this time, 5 points scored, levelling things up. Japan retake the advantage, but they're still not making the most of being the first team up, offering no protection whatsoever, and that allows Brazil now to take the lead, scoring 5 points themselves and nudging that Japan marble just off into the 3-point zone. A poor final marble from Japan means that Brazil just need to avoid any errors to go through. Speaking of errors, here's the first error from Japan I think, worrying too much about Brazil's game and not focusing enough on their own. Which means Brazil takes this match 12 points to 10, and that means Japan after 4 events still remain pointless in this tournament. We're straight into our 4th game. There's a lot to get through in this event, so we're really rattling through this first round. Colombia just slightly getting the better of this early exchange. That second Indonesia marble was looking good, but it just kept on curling. Curling! That's what this is called! Once again, it's anything you can do I can do better from Colombia. A good strong 5 points from Indonesia this time round though. And it's not quite so good for Colombia. And that leaves this game wide open going on to these final marbles. Indonesia finished with a defensive shot trying to block off that target, but I think there's just too much space left. And Colombia exploit that space, and I'm pretty sure that'll get them enough points to win this round. And there's the confirmation. Indonesia were just 1 step behind Colombia on each turn then, or rather 1.75 steps, as they lose 18 to 11. For those of you not particularly familiar with the game of curling, that was a bad start from Norway. It's generally considered that scoring 0 points in this game is a bad move, especially when Vatican City score 8 with their opening marble. A slight improvement there, I think that will go down as a 3, but another good shot from Vatican City to keep on the pressure. I'm aware we've said this before, but Norway really do need to start pulling out some good performances if they want to compete in this championship. And that's a very firm step towards this, an 8-pointer this time from Norway. But Vatican City are not in a merciful mood. A good shot that nudges Norway out the way. This is better now from Norway, they're beginning to build some good points, but a strong finish from Vatican City will be enough to see Norway off. Right from that early mistake, Norway never really looked in this game, and Vatican City relentlessly scored point after point to earn what was in the end a comfortable victory. Germany come into this game fresh from a gold medal in our last event, and they're up against Botswana, who are yet to pick up a single point in this championship. You can see why with shots like that. Their second shot's a little bit better, but hang on, it's also a bit premature. Well, we should have seen Germany go again after Botswana, but I think as we can see here, that second Botswana marble just got a bit overexcited and jumped the gun a little bit. The Germans have taken it very well, and after a brief discussion with those Botswanans, they agreed just to continue and switch the order. What a lovely sporting gesture from Germany. That does give them a marble in hand with the scores tied, but they can't take advantage as they completely overshoot the target and score a big fat kinda pointsen. Botswana finished strong with an 8, which leaves Germany needing either a bullseye or a barge out of the way to win this game. They go for the barge, but the impact isn't enough, and it only strengthens Botswana's position. So after a very nervy start and even a bit of a marbles up from Botswana, they finally get their first points on the board and advance to the quarterfinals. So Botswana already guaranteeing their first points of this championship. Can Democratic Republic of Congo do the same in this game? Both teams start really poorly, which allows Congo to effectively start afresh, and they score a 3 this time. Still nothing much from Finland, they may just scrape a 1 with that, and already this game is there for Congo to win. They boost their hopes with another 3 and may have even bumped themselves up to a 5 as well. That doesn't put them out of sight, though that third attempt from Finland may well do. Finland seem determined for Congo to go through, and it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Let me just get my calculator out to confirm. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 equals, yes indeed, Finland's zilch is beaten by Congo's 9. There's one last quarterfinal place up for grabs, and both China and Mexico stake an early claim. China just slightly ahead, and a decent second marble too. But Mexico another good response, and I think that draws things level. China goes slightly to the left this time. I'm not quite sure what the thinking was with that one. But Mexico clearly didn't like it. They tried to knock it out of the way, but that plan completely fails, and they fall behind now. China finished strong with an 8. Mexico need to clear some of those Chinese marbles out of the way, but they just can't quite manage it. Not a bad performance from Mexico, but that one outlying marble just let them down. So Mexico are heading out, and China are heading through. These are the paths each team will need to take if they want to go all the way and win the gold. As they're all already through to the final 8, they will each be picking up points for this event. But of course, the further they go, the more points they'll earn. USA begin fairly conservatively. Vietnam nearly get a bit closer, but they just slip back at the end there, showing they've not learnt their lessons from the first round. USA with another conservative shot. This is turning out to be a very defensive game. Vietnam knock that USA defense out of the way and replace it with their own. It's working out so far. The USA's third shot stops short and amounts to nothing. This is where Vietnam has to make it count, and they do. A lovely curling shot round their own defence, and they hit our first bullseye of this event. Magic. USA have nothing left to offer, so barring a complete calamity, Vietnam will advance through to the semi-finals. Here's a little replay of that lovely bullseye shot from Vietnam, who, despite not scoring a particularly high score, still managed to win comfortably over the USA. Let's find out who they'll be facing in the semi-finals. Brazil get off to a decent start, a little bit wobbly, but it doesn't land too badly in the end. And Colombia with a good shot of their own. A little bit unfortunate not to quite make it to the middle, but it is at least central and protecting that bullseye. There we see it doing its job already, fending off that Brazil marble. Here come the reinforcements as well, and this could turn out to be a really important tactical position for Colombia. They seem to think so, adding yet another marble to it. But I would say that Brazil showed in their last shot that they're more than capable of coming around the outside. And they do it again. A fantastic shot scores Brazil 8 points, and Colombia fall into their own trap, destroying their own hopes of catching Brazil. That was an admirable tactical performance from Colombia, but ultimately one moment of brilliance from Brazil earns them the win and the place in the semi-final. Botswana came through a pretty shaky opening game, but no such worries here. They start strong with an 8, but Vatican City are no pushovers. Both teams in fine form. This is shaping up to be a really good game, but Vatican City slip up a little, leaving that one way too short in the end. Botswana barge past. They've got a job to do, and they've built up a nice little wall now. They've got a lead and they're going to protect it, and they do against Vatican City. No way through for them there. They've built up a massive lead. Vatican City will need a miracle to get through now. Lucky for them, they are in the business of miracles, but it doesn't work out for them here. Botswana started well and built that early defence, and they never looked like losing from there. And as the stronger of two strong teams, they advanced to the semi-final. Congo in a very similar position to Botswana. They got through the first round for the first time in this tournament, and they did so in shaky fashion. But again, like Botswana, they've started well here. China matched them like for like, but with that slightly more central position. But no worries from Congo, they'll just slip around you, thank you very much. Another good roll from China, slightly better in fact. That'll put them in the lead, though they may have bumped their other marble back a zone. It's Congo now playing catch up, and they do. This is a real tit-for-tat game, probably the closest one yet. Congo finish well, and China, it's over to you. I really wouldn't want to have to call this one, it's so close. It's nice and straight, well in the mix there. But we'll have to check the overhead cam and do a little bit of maths here, I think. Things look pretty even throughout, but with that one marble slightly further away for China, Congo just about take this game and that last semi-final place. Let's take a little look at the lineup for the semi-finals. Brazil take on Vietnam, while Congo take on Botswana. If you're enjoying this video, please do give us a big thumbs up to let YouTube know it's worth sharing with other people. No, not like that, Auntie Edna. Not your real thumbs, I mean on the computer. No, on the screen under the video. Yeah. Now use your mouse. No, go over. That's it. Yeah. Bit further, bit further. No, not that one. Yeah, that one. No, click it with your finger. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Oh, it's nice to be genuinely appreciated. Sorry about that slight distraction, and it looks like we've missed a cracking game here. These two teams have produced some of the best shots of the event so far, and they've been working their magic in this game as well. Brazil really put the question to Vietnam with that last marble, but Vietnam had the answer. In fact, they had an answer to all of Brazil's move, even as early as this second marble. It looked as though this game was going their way. We've had a quick count of the scores, and it is indeed Vietnam who progressed to the final. Here they are enjoying a thoroughly deserved little bit of chill time. But hold on, who's this? Ooh, it's Spinosaurus from Saurosaurus and Saurus Law Firm, serving them with a notice around that incident in the ski jump. That's not the sort of thing you want to receive at the best of times, let alone before a big final in a major sporting event. That may well hand an advantage to their opponents in the final, but whoever it is has to get there first. Congo and Botswana, two teams who are not used to doing this well in this competition so far, but they both deserve to be here, and it's Botswana who have the slight advantage at this stage in this second semi-final. A real wobble from Congo with that third marble ends up with 0 points. Botswana reply with another very strong score, and Congo are going to have to do something really drastic like, I don't know, melt the ice with this final marble. But sadly for them, no such drama. Botswana rubs salt into the wound with another fantastic point score, and really they outshone Congo from beginning to end with good shot after good shot, and that gives them a comprehensive victory. This scoreline surely will give them a great boost going into this final. Sorry, this isn't the final. This is the third place playoff between Congo and Brazil. The final will be, well, the final game. They've both started very well in this battle to win the bronze medal. They both start with an 8, and Congo follow up with a very safe 5. Brazil follow up with another 8, and this will be a real test of Congo's nerve here. And they've got nerves of gold-plated steel as they hit the bullseye to retake a very healthy lead. Brazil using that same tactic they've used throughout, kind of congregating all in one place. To be fair, it's brought them this far, but when you're losing in a game like this, you really need to be able to switch things up a bit. They try something a bit different with this final marble, but it's too little too late. Congo were just too tightly packed in the middle of that target, and there was no breaking through for Brazil. So Congo pick up their first points of this tournament in wonderful style, with a thoroughly deserved bronze medal. Ooh, yippee 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 yippee, it's the final! Vietnam start long and straight, and I think that just about scores them an 8. Botswana's first marble about to arrive, not quite as good, it scores them a 5. Vietnam's second scores 5 points too, as it stops next to Botswana's on the blue. The next one slips a bit too far and lands on the 3. They'll have to work hard now for the victory. Vietnam add another 8 points to their score, but this time it's matched by Botswana. Oh my jollies, Vietnam get another bullseye. Botswana must just want to curl up and cry. That final shot slips back and scores them just 1, which now surely means Vietnam have triumphed. Drumroll, 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 drumroll. Ta-da! Congratulations to Vietnam. What a fantastic way to pick up your first gold medal. It's time to say goodbye to the curling and hello to our 3 medalists. Congratulations to Vietnam, Botswana and Democratic Republic of Congo. 3 very impressive performances, and I'm sure they'll be pleased with their spoils. This is how the points work out for our top 8 teams in this event. Brazil with yet another 4th place scoring 5, and those unsuccessful quarterfinalists each scoring 4. Gold medalist Vietnam leapfrog Finland into 1st place overall, and oh, that's the end. Well, thank you for watching, we hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time for the biathlon. See ya!